Zenless Zone 0 just dropped their 1.6 live stream with tons of new updates and even in a free character. So here's everything you need to know within 10 minutes. There will be 3 new characters joining us in version 1.6, Soldier Zero Anby, Trigger, and Pulchra. Soldier Zero Anby is an electric attacker agent that has a strong on-field playstyle. She places a mark on a designated enemy which can be built through her basic and her held EX special. Spend these marks to dash through the enemy and deal a new type of damage called aftershock damage. Anby wants to build up 3 of these stacks before spending them by pressing her skill. Her held EX skill instantly applies 3 stacks and her ultimate instantly applies 3 stacks. When spending 3 stacks in a row, you'll deal additional lightning damage. Her core passive makes it so that any enemies that are marked with the silver mark will take additional crit damage from aftershock attacks. For Anby's additional ability, when she is on the field, the entire squad's aftershock damage is increased only for enemies that are marked with the silver stars. Trigger is an electric off-field stunner agent that supports her team with off-field daze build-up and applies a unique stun damage multiplier debuff to enemies. This debuff is applied outside of stun as well. Trigger has a resource to manage known as Purge, which has a maximum of 100. The way to gain Purge is by entering sniper mode, which you can do by holding down the basic attack button, which looks pretty cool, I can't lie. Each shot when entering sniper mode gives you 25, so the max you need to do is 4 to hit the maximum of 100. When in sniper mode, you can input a direction to readjust your position, similar to how Billy's basic attack functions, and you'll be able to dodge if you time it right as well. When off-field, Trigger will perform a coordinated attack when the on-field agent uses a basic attack, special attack, EX, or quick assist or ultimate. This then would consume 3 purges. However, if the move is a very hard-hitting one, such as an EX attack or ultimate, you'll consume more purges, which is 5, and perform a stronger aftershock attack. These attacks in particular have a very high level of interruption, similar to how Miyabi's held basic will be able to interrupt the enemy. Not only that, but her ultimate gives her a higher frequency in supporting attacks. So you do a combo such as stacking up all of your purge to 100 and then pressing the ultimate, and then you do something crazy as you can see on the live stream, which is absolutely bonkers. I'm definitely pulling, no question about that. Pulchra is a physical off-field stun agent that revolves around managing a special state throughout the fight. When she uses an EX special, assist follow-up, chain attack or ultimate, she enters the Hunter Gaia state. While Pulchra is off-field, when any on-field agent uses an EX attack, Pulchra will lock onto that enemy in particular, hit by the agent's on-field EX attack, and can perform up to 6 follow-up attacks, which is highlighted by her gauge underneath her health bar, again top left of the screen. These attacks are considered aftershock damage. Moving on to the signal searches. Soldier Zero Anby will be available on the first half along with Bernice and Pulchra with their respective Wengeance. On the second half, it will feature Trigger and Zuyan with their respective Wengeance. We're getting 2 new disc drives in 1.6, that being Shadow Harmony and Faith's Melody. Shadow Harmony is a new best in slot set for aftershock attacker characters and dash attack focused characters. It gives 15% damage boost to aftershock and dash attacks, as well as a total of 16% attack and crit rate bonuses. Then we have Faith's Melody. It is an anomaly focused set. It seems at the moment that Nicole would be the only agent as of this when it does release that would be able to fully utilize all its passives, since it predominantly boosts ether damage by 25% whilst also boosting anomaly proficiency by 45 for 8 seconds. 1.6 introduces the epilogue to the main story. It also focuses on Faithin being included in an auction to gain an item that's related to the sacrifice bringer. However, other factions such as Mockingbird also have their eyes on said item. In the story update, you can expect to find out more about Lycon, as he has some deep connections with Mockingbird. You can also find a bit more about his connection to the Mockingbird faction leader, Hugo, in Lycon's agent story if you haven't already. In addition, we will also get to know Vivian, who was also present in the 1.5 Bang Boo event. These will be the events to look forward to during 1.6. We have the usual daily login for 10 master tapes and 10 boopons, as well as the double drop events making a return. A large update to Hollow Zero. This includes a new boss, Geppetto, an ethereal that not only has fast and unpredictable attacks, but can also control other ethereals to attack you like it's a puppet master. It even has a move that will place the character hit in a suspended state, rendering them unable to attack. A new difficulty will be added, new strategies to use, and new exclusive weapons and gear for Astra, Evelyn, Corin, and Jane. Corin's new playstyle looks kind of funny, I can't lie, so I probably will be building her just for that alone. We will also see a return of the Lost Void event in Hollowed Shattered Edge, which will feature the agents that got their new gear in specific stages. Both Anby and Trigger's story will be available as events. Anby's story will go into the background of her past, as well as an involvement with Soldier 11 being in a sticky situation, and Trigger and Anby going to save her. Speaking of Trigger, Trigger's story event will be separate, and it will have a shooting range minigame that has various stages and difficulty, which actually looks pretty fun. March on Tiny Titans is essentially a top-down battle event that revolves around progressing through multiple stages. With a bang boo you get to upgrade with different buffs and effects. Clearing enough of these stages will allow you to get Pulchra for free, as well as a hamster cage and polychromes. Little Knight's Big Charge is just a little picture event where you go around taking pictures with a bang boo who thinks for some reason glass windows are evil and he needs to break them. No clue. Virtual World Battlestorm is a themed character event similar to the one we had in version 1.3. Essentially, it's a glorified character trial event where you get to play with the new characters as well as others in various stages. And last but not least, Delivery Cat Woes event. Essentially an errand event to help Pulchra pass probation for the Sons of Caledon. And for the quality of life updates, we don't have many, just a few interesting updates. 1.6 will add the new Burnout feature in Notorious Hunt. TLDR, this is a targeted double stamina, double reward consumption. It's just to save you time. Instead of running 2 Notorious Hunts back to back, which would cost you 40 energy each, you can now opt to spend 80 energy to do one run, which will then give you double the rewards. But you're essentially still spending the same energy for 2 rewards, you're just cutting your time in half because you don't need to do the runs back to back. You only need to do one run for 2 rewards, but you spend the energy for 2 runs. It's only available for the agents on the limited banner that require that stage's item. So you might get lucky and have a character that shares the limited characters of the Notorious Hunt item. Unfortunately, this is not spread out through all of the expert challenge mode. It's just only on the limited characters that are on the banner. For example, since Soldier Zero, Anby and Bernice will be featured on the first half, their expert challenge stages will have the burnout feature active. So anyone else who also needs those items can take advantage of that. But when Anby's and Bernice's banners go, then you won't have that double drop for them anymore. It would be whoever's next, that being Trigger's expert challenge items and Zuyan's expert challenge items. The Wenjin menu is getting a little bit of an optimization, so you won't get kicked out of the menu every time you reach your breakpoint for your Wenjin. Training mode will get a progression tracker, so you can tell how far you are from your targeted goal in the game. And the redemption code is Soldier Zero Anby. And that wraps up the live stream recap. Good luck with your future pulse proxies. Take it easy. Peace.